Now that you know how the general payment process works, we're going to look at customers and how you can save a card to a customer account. Customers in Stripe are very important because they allow you to do things like handle subscriptions, save credit cards to a user account, and pull up an entire history of the payments that a user has made to you. In this chapter, we're going to integrate Firebase both on our backend server and our front-end React application. When a user logs into Firebase, they're assigned a user ID. When that user goes to make a payment, we want to assign a Stripe customer ID to that user ID. We connect these two accounts together by saving the Stripe customer ID in the Firestore database, and at the same time, save the Firebase user ID as metadata on the Stripe customer. This allows us to connect the two accounts together no matter where they're being fetched from, whether that be Stripe or Firebase. Now, one thing that I want to mention here is that the only Stripe data that we save in Firestore is the Stripe customer ID. Anything else related to that customer when it comes to payments will be pulled directly from Stripe. In my opinion, it's generally a bad practice to save Stripe data directly in Firestore, and that's because that data can become stale and difficult to reliably sync up with Stripe. Now, when the user logs into the application, we'll make an authenticated request to our backend that pulls all that user's payment sources from Stripe. And we also have the option for a user to save a card on their account for later use or future payments. But the challenge here is that in order for this to be secure, we need to authenticate the requests that come from the front end and go to the back end. You obviously don't want user A to access the payment methods that are owned by user B. So in the next video, we'll integrate Firebase and create a full stack authentication solution.